All right, so it's at 100. Hold on. Battery cells. Oh, there you go. All right, there you go. I ain't know what the hell going on. Let's get physical, physical. All right, let me see where I can put y'all in. Bam, right there. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, damn, what happened? All right, there we go. Why can't... Um, so that's the back triple camera, back ultra wide camera, front camera. And I mean, the other one wouldn't be bad, but I see what the hell it's doing though. All right, there we go. Get it. Alexa, play songs by 36 Mafia. Here's some music by 36 Mafia on Amazon Music. Alexa, volume down too. Alexa, volume up. Ever since I can remember, I've been working these hoes, and they better put my money in my hand, in my hand. Let me find the purple. And they better put my money in my hand. Piero, what's good, baby? Popping my colors. in my calendar. Sierra in the box, Boston in this thing. What's up, brother? Sipping on some sipping on some scissors. Looking to get another Fiero. How many you got now? I know it's been a minute. Sipping on some sipping on some scissors. I'm trying to see what all right, so we got our iodine poisoning. All right, so we got that on. So got AC bracket on, water pump on, good to go there. Power stand pump, alternator. So I think the next thing, well, other than the AC compressor, then we can go radiator, fan shroud, all that good stuff. Be one step closer. Sipping on some scissors. Sipping on some sipping on some scissors. Sipping on some scissors. Ah, there we go. You need that. D Brooks, what up, brother? Hey, I'm gonna send the link, man. I ain't did this shit in a while. Let me find out how to send it. Um, damn, hold on. Guest? No, not guest. Oh, there you go. Guest, invite guest, copy link. Hey, there you go, Brooks. Infamous. Don't start your shit, dog. It's a lot. Whooping on them LSs. Not this one. You ain't been whooping on this one. They got a link, man. Y'all know how we do. I ain't gonna be on here that long. Probably about an hour, hour and a half and shit. But it's more interaction on this shit. When we doing the stream yard shit. We ain't did it in a while. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I was about to say, make sure you put it in the comments when you send the invite so I don't miss it. Hey, what you say, Boston? They said it must be a little warm. Yeah, I'm over here sweating. Oh, that's too big. Gotta make sure we got good tight connection. You know what I'm talking about? 89. What up, my boy? I mean, it's between the warmth. It's between the warmth and the fuck all this hair I got now. You know what I'm saying? The temperature. So it is currently 81 degrees. I think I had it the other way. I don't want to do it. Mess it up. I can't even read the number on it. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's spring time, though. I mean, it's been warming up for sure. Hey, good to talk to you, E. How you been, man? You still out there in Arizona? Okay, backstage, I got you. Coming to the
What
mother.
up? What up?
Hey,
What up?
what's up, my boy?
What's good, bro?
How you say, man?
Good, bro. I'm out here with you. I gotta figure out how to flip this camera, man. Things and
On
got a little
purpose,
different.
man. Let me see if I can get my AirPods. I can hear you.
He got me inspired. What's going on, y'all? Um,
All right, there we go. I
what's
got my
up?
AirPods.
Hey man, they got a lot more options on here now. You can do like uh back camera, dual camera.
Yeah, I seen that, and I think it's just based off of the camera, but like that was different.
Yeah, so I don't even know what that's about.
Yeah, I think what I did, I put it on. What did I put it on? I think I just put it on a triple one, and it showed like
Yeah.
or either that or the ultra wide. Because the ultra wide, I mean, kind of shows a
Now I
wider
can't even
back
see you
picture and
though.
stuff. Oh, I had changed it to the solo layout.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
What's good,
okay.
bro?
Yeah, man, what's happening? Yeah. Y'all got me in that mode, man.
Man, I be trying to. I was out of it for a while, but just trying to get back to it.
Life
These
be
cars
going
ain't
on.
gonna fix themselves. Life be life, man, and it's something that it happens. So sometimes you got to just step back and prioritize, and get your ducks in a row, and then get back at it. So
Absolutely, man. However long that takes, you know what I mean? You got to do it.
yeah, it ain't no timeline to it, man. Like because everybody process is different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody handle life and the curveball that they be throwing in different ways. So it's more of a personal, like when I'm ready type deal. And
Yep.
that way that your priority. So this is extra. You know what I mean? So it's the priority, of course, is family and um friends, real life situations, job, you know, making sure bills get paid, et cetera, et cetera. So
Yes, sir.
all kind of the play or the leisure, should I say, definitely sometimes, falls to the backside, but eventually when you get right, and you back at it like you never left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yep. That's the goal. Bounce back. Bounce
What
back.
up, Nova? I'm
So let's look
blessed
at
up,
what you got
bro.
going
Got a
on, man.
family. Oh, so let's see. Let me flip this thing around for y'all, man. So basically, hold on. We'll figure this thing out.
Infamous said
Uh,
we need a carb out here, man. We got carbs.
she gonna stop playing.
We got
Yeah,
carbs.
they in the trash can where they belong at. My my homeboy hit me the other day talking about, hey man, like the carburetor was sucking out of gas. Like he get up to a certain RPM and he run out of fuel. I was like, man, you might need to go electric fuel pump, but I don't know, bro, for real. Like I'm just using my I guess deduction skills or whatever. So that's where we at with that. But yeah, man. So yeah, as y'all know, last year he was trying to get ready to go to Texas Whip Fest, and then the car Dolores. Well, there's an, oh yeah, that's man. I don't even know where everybody at. Like, do they even know what's going on? So
Yeah, start off the top.
yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go all the way back. So
Yeah.
August of 23, I lost my mom. You know what I'm saying? So the car before was just the LS trifecta, LS Chevy Rider and a LS Broham with an LS in it, LS engine in it. You know what I'm saying? After mom passed, pretty much dedicated it to her, named it after her. So now officially the name is Dolores. So Dolores was getting ready to go to the ball in 2024, Texas Whip Fest, and we found out that we had an oil pressure issue. We would be, driving up the road, oil pressure was already low, like 10. Try to go down the road, it would fall on his face, make this clacking, metal clanging sound. What the fuck is that? I'm thinking maybe it's bottom end or something. So go back, start exploring all the options at the Whip Fest. But we still go to the car shows. So we looked into the oil pump. Oil pump wasn't the issue. O ring wasn't the issue. Cam retaining plate was not the issue. So it's like, okay, now we have to look at the barbell in the back. That a lot of people usually don't fool with, but they do sell the aftermarket ones. So we dropped the transmission, pulled the barbell, oil came out. So the barbell was retaining oil the way it was supposed to. It wasn't pushing past it like we thought it was. So it's like, okay, hey, what now? So we checked the oil. We did see a little bit of shavings in there. So like I said, I'm thinking bottom end or whatever. I guess I did that with it. It's got to come out anyway. So from that point, I started building another engine on the sand. That way, when this one did come out, I pulled it. Well, when I pulled the engine out, I could just put the other one in, and then I'll worry about diagnosing the other one when I got there. So that's exactly what we did. So this is the motor that was originally in there, and as you can see, this is your camshaft. Well, the camshaft won't come out. The camshaft will not come out because it's spun a bearing. I believe the number four
Ah,
bearing. The number four bearing is spun, and that is the reason why I didn't have no oil pressure. Or the oil pressure was so low, you explained that little clanging sound, everything. You know what I'm saying? So just here recently we put the other motor in there that we built on the stand. Basically, uh I think it was an engine that I got from somebody. But I was like, man, if I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there, I was like, man, I'll just tear it down, at least replace all the bearings. You know what I'm saying? So we did main bearings. Actually, I think no, 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 no. So that was originally the plan. Break down that motor, put it all together, and then replace all the bearings, stem bearings, main bearings, whole bottom end bearings. Well, come to find out, I run into my buddy. My buddy bought a car, had a LS engine block in the back of it. Came out of
that's convenient.
Trailblazer, aluminum block. So he calls me and lets me know just because he knows that I fool with the LS stuff. So if anybody's gonna know, somebody who's gonna need one, want one, I'm the guy. So I go over there. I'm like, well, man, let me go check it out. You know what I'm saying? So I go over there, I check it out. I'm looking at it. So it's aluminum blocks. I mean, they had already put new cam bearings in it. Like it's all cleaned up. And I'm just like, man, this would be a very nice blank canvas for me to go ahead and do what I was kind of planning to do anyway. So ask him, like, hey, what you want to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Or what you trying to get for it? Blah 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 blah. So he tell me he's like, man, he's like, I'm trying to get this, but he's like, but for you, you know. So of course, sometimes offer some people make you an offer that you can't refuse. So needless to say, the aluminum block came home with me along with there was a cam that he had too that was in the back with the engine. So Brian Tilly Racing,
Oh,
cam, cam and springs. So this is a stage three.
you got a whole little setup there.
Yeah. So it came with so like I said, so the block was like, oh yeah, cool. Then he was like, hey, I got this. It was a cam and stuff in there. So it was a cam. This one right there, stage three, truck cam, came with a spring as well as hardened push rods, valve seals, like the whole shebang. So
Yeah,
once
whole
again,
cam
so
kit.
once yeah, once again, I'm like, hey, what you trying to get for it? You tell me what he's trying to get for it. Hey, but for you, hey, boom. Once again, when the offer I can't refuse to put in front of me, I'm pulling the trigger. So I got a stage three Chuck Cam kit from Brown Tudor, ready to. I don't know where it's gonna go. I'll figure it out. I may have something coming down the line in the future that I
Another
could end up putting it
blue
in.
tarp.
Yeah, like you never know. Like you never know.
Might
The
have another
universe
tarp
is funny
situation.
like that. Yeah, like now, now I got an engine build up under my belt. Uh, so maybe you go that route. I say engine build because we built it, we started it, it has oil pressure success. Longevity wise, we don't know, but it's starting out looking good. You know what I'm saying? We got oil pressure. It was a bare block with just cam bearings in it. So, we did pistons, so new piston rings. So pretty much the whole bottom end I had to build. So piston rings, rod bearings, main bearings, cam bearings, whole bottom end assembly is done. You know what I'm saying? Right here in the garage. You know what I'm saying?
And you got
So
oil pressure, so you good.
yeah, put the engine in the car. So before I even started putting any of this stuff on there, like it was like, let's just put what on here to make sure that it'll crank over and make sure it has the oil pressures. And we
Right.
cranked it, it went up to 30. I was like, woo! Like
It's like we
not
good.
only not only did it have oil pressure, but it started and it ran. It was just like, how did you build the fucking engine, yo? Like, what the
Yo,
fuck?
it be like that.
Like from somebody that you like, if they go back and watch the videos, man, like in the beginning, bro, like we was all just interested. You know what I'm saying? It was something that was kind of a passion for us, and we just kind of dove in because it had us intrigued. You know what I'm saying? It had our attention, and it had us wanting to know more. So, so yeah, here we are. So right now, that's the whole backstory. So now I'm in the phases of pretty much putting everything back on the engine so that we can get it ready to come on up out of here.
Oh yeah. Did you do like a special oil or anything, or you just ran regular oil for like your first
So
start?
for the first 500 miles, I believe, um, I did run a. Well, I'm going to run for the first 500. I'm gonna run a break-in oil from Lucas. Um,
Okay.
Lucas makes like a break-in 30 weight, I believe. So I'll run that for the
Okay.
first 500 miles, and then after that, join it and then put like Royal Purple or you know the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? And hopes to extend the life of our baby that we built.
Well, hell yeah. So was you use the same like top end you had, or use those different heads?
So so I use different heads. Uh, what are the heads? So I think those heads came on another motor that I had. So like I said, there was a guy that I got the other engine from. Like I don't know if you remember, it was a while back. Like I got a motor for like $150, and I made a video about it. And
That
so
wasn't
that
a six
motor,
zero.
no, it wasn't a 6.0.
Okay.
But yeah, it was $150 5.3. I think I did that video like either late 2022, early 2023, before Mars passing. So that engine was in the truck running, but I was like, since I got it out, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just pull it apart. You know what I'm saying? And put all new bearings, et cetera, in it and run it. So but like I said, before I could do that, I came across the radio
Three.
that had this stuff.
I'm not.
And I
I'm on
decided
a
to go from
call.
there.
No, you're fine. But I got three in here. They're on Dolly. Sorry, neighbors.
Nah. And they like when the garage is open, they will come and peep it. Like, "Ooh, what you got in there, neighbor?"
You already know. You already know.
So that motor, like I think I use some of the components from that motor, which is still over here on the stand. Like we getting that one ready to go back together. But yeah, the so I took the heads from that one and put it on that motor. Now the hairs that were on this motor, like I'll probably pull these off and put them on that one. But that one will probably be done before this one. So because that one over
Man,
there is really just so this one over here is just really waiting on pistons. So the pistons that I had, like we
so
said,
you
been
gonna
sitting for so long. It was up.
are you gonna so you say you are gonna rebuild the original Dolores engine?
Oh yeah.
That's
So
gonna
like I
vary.
said, so yeah, this one. So this one over here is going. It was already in the process. So if you can see, like those are cam bearings, those are brand new cam bearings in it.
Oh, dang. So that was the
So
one you was already, yeah, yeah. You was already
right,
building one because
right.
the oil
So that
pressure
one I was
issues.
already working on trying to get together. That tool, that cam bearing installation tool from Summit, I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. You know what I'm
Okay. I
saying?
was wondering about the feedback on that, Joker, because I ain't
Yeah,
never did no cam bearings at all. And I was like,
yeah,
I'm bound to, I don't want, like, God forbid, like I come across a situation I need it, but
right, right.
you know what I mean? Like, what's
But
the
yeah, I
odds?
mean,
You know what I mean?
I was real skeptical at the beginning, and it was just like so. But when I was a manager at the store, Celine, um, there was a machine shop that was one of my accounts. So I would go over there all the time, picking his brain or just looking at conversation, having conversations, watching what he working. And when I seen him using something familiar or very similar, if not the very same tool to knock bearings in, man, I'm like, "Dude, I can swing a hammer. Like I don't need to, no, then I don't need to pay you to do something that I can do. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't nothing but this tool, which I done already spent the money on, then shit, I might as well just do it. So, I mean, I would recommend, like, I guess having it, I guess the block shit, I guess as bare as possible, and probably doing it on. So, like, I had it on like my dolly, like I had the dolly laying down. Let me see if I can flip this one. I gotta flip it back around. The so I had the dolly was laying down like that. The block was on here, and I pretty much just went from each side. Knocked like I that so that tool you can knock out the old bearings and install the new ones. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the block was just sitting on here. Knocked them out, installed them in, put it up on the engine stand, and started building it. So it was very. Oh, did we lose them?
Yeah, I tried to flip my shit like to
Oh,
match yours and it blocked me out.
yeah. It's we a little rusty, y'all. We having some technical
Yeah. We used to be
difficulties.
good at this stuff.
Used to be real good, real good, very proficient, very on top of it. You know what I'm saying? But like
Easy
I said,
clockwork.
but a lot has changed. A lot has changed. It's not all us. Just a lot has
Yeah.
changed on the platform. I was trying to rotate the thing yesterday on Facebook. Well, like I went live. Well, not yesterday, but the last time before that, I went live. I was doing it through YouTube, and like it was up and down. It would let me rotate. I'm like, why won't let me rotate? And I was like, oh, so and so changed. And I was like, "Oh." What
Yeah.
up, P World? Infamous said, ain't nothing like building your own motor. Yeah, man. And the LS engine, I feel is easy.
It do kind of
to
go together
build.
like Legos. Like
Like,
even like them bearings, they fall into them grooves just the
yeah,
right way.
like they fall into the groove. Like, I mean, you of course you use your assembly rule, whatever. But I mean, you really can't. I mean, you probably can, but you can't. It's the- Like, they're like, I mean, if you I was trying to see if I had my book over here, but I mean, it's literally a book that they sell. This is how to build an LS engine. They got all the specs, so you're not going around the internet and getting all these different numbers and stuff. Go by that book, buy your internal parts. I'm gonna probably make a video here in the near future, just being like, "Hey, this is what I used to rebuild this block. These were the cam bearings. These were the main bearings. These were the rod bearings. These were the piston rings,"
Did
and
you
just
use
make
like
it like that.
did you use like real special brands or did you choose like store brand or like
No,
Amazon, eBay?
this you can get from your local O'Reilly's.
I mean, I guess I should have just known you was gonna say I got it all from O'Reilly's.
Yeah, I mean, now granted, I mean the parts are very they're mainstream parts. I mean, they're um I want to say Molly and Cleveland are the brands, so they sell them everywhere. Summit, AutoZone, Advance, Amazon, you know. So once they have the part numbers, then they can do as they please. Um, and go buy it from where maybe they got a plug somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And then they can take that to the place that they got their plug and get it at a cheaper price. Probably the most expensive band I want to say was the main bands, the mains. I don't think the cams was that much. I don't think the rods were that much. But the piston rings and the main bearings were probably the most expensive. And that was just those regular aluminum, not upgraded. Like they do have upgraded options that you can go to, like quad metal. And I was just like, let me see if I can do this first. Like maybe the next
Right. Let me
time.
keep it OG
Yeah,
in case
yeah.
it
We
goes
just
sideways completely.
Yeah. So it's like because so I think in parts, just off the top of my head from what I can remember, I want to say it was maybe about 250, 300. Um, but like with you building it, that's gonna probably run you the equivalent of maybe a junkyard motor because the times and the prices of even that stuff has changed. Um, I spent more on bearings, on all them bearings and shit than I did for that $150 motor I had. But in most cases, you're not running into a deal like that. You know what I'm saying? So
I want to say so. One engine I put together a bottom end on. I did window that block, but it wasn't because of that. It was the one that went into the I might have been in two bottom ends. I'm not sure, but the one I put in the Cadillac, I ended up windowing the block because it hydro locked on the injector.
oh
Because
yeah, I do remember that.
yeah, so that was a. We've all had our nightmares, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like we go this way, go this way. Yeah, we've all had our nightmares, but yeah, so I just used junkyard parts. I was on my driveway engineer shit. Like I was like, I got this one. Probably not a good idea, but outside of that, it ran pretty good. I don't know if it would have ran forever. I feel like these LSs can they're pretty resilient. I think just grab it from right there. But I'm guessing new parts are probably more risky because they don't have any wear and it's all the material is there. You know what I mean? Like a loose engine probably is a little bit safer. I think. I don't know though. Like worn out parts are probably a little safer than brand new if you just throwing it together without checking. But I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
Infamous or
and I
somebody could chime
didn't
in.
I didn't really do like a whole bunch of like measuring. Like so when if you were to go to O'Reilly's or whatever part store and say, hey, I need cam bearings, or main bearings, there's different options. There's like undersized, oversized, you know, whatever. Determine kind of which ones you need. But being that it was just a stock replacement,
Yeah, feel like you should be good to go, right?
I just went with stock replacement parts. Uh, clearance is right. Uh, there's plastic gauge that you can buy.
We lost you for a minute. We lost you for a minute.
All right, there we go. I turned the Wi-Fi off so that don't happen. So yeah, this is the plastic gauge or whatever. So you cut off your pieces. You put them in the bearings. You assemble everything together like it's supposed to be. Torque it down to the way it's supposed to be, and then take it apart. Then you'll measure it against the little thing on there that'll say your clearances or whatever. It's little numbers on there, and then that's how you know where you at. You know what I'm saying? As long as you within spec on those, then I believe you should be good to go.
I remember that was super popular in the Honda world when I was. I know you was in the Honda game for a little bit too, but
Yeah, yeah. I never
they
went
used
as
to do
deep
that.
as rebuilding something, but yeah, I was over there. I dabbled.
Yeah, that's where I started. But yeah, this I would see people doing that all the time back on the forums. They're
What
like,
a
oh, just
California?
using the plastic gauge.
Yeah, but yeah, using it. Yeah, I mean, you would definitely want to like check the clearances. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's some people that just go like, and I mean I mean, you could potentially do it that way too, but you know, it's a risk. But I mean, at this point, I feel like anything is a risk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like this one, like for real, like well, all my engines, most of them are junkyard engines, but this one for sure came out of a Saab. Like I am gonna pull the cam out of this and put the cam that's in my Regal in it, and I'll probably obviously end up doing a little bit of tinkering with it then. But normally I wouldn't even do none of that shit for my build. Like
Yeah.
that Monte Carlo I did, it just went straight in that Monte Carlo, um, on the quick. But this is an aluminum 532, obviously. Um, we running them aluminum blocks heavy right now. Seem like.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't. Like I said, I just happened to come across it. Like it was just like, well, nothing I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? I even hit one of my buddies that does like a lot of LS work, a lot of LS swap. I'm like, hey man, I came across this block, buddy of mine, looks good, blah blah blah. And he was just like, man, he had so many engines already, he didn't need it. So I was like, well, I guess I'll take this little orphan in, you know. And like I said, he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. So let me share a little link again, man. If anybody else wanna
About
hop
to check
in.
this food. Oh my god,
I,
it done
s-
got hot.
I
How is it
seen
getting?
that I seen they got what you call, I guess there's an app that people can use to like join and be guests. They don't have to actually, I guess, go out the web browser. So that's interesting.
Bro, I think I got a runaway damn smoker, bro. I set this thing for like 255, and it's at three.
You went ahead and got you one?
I had this one when I was asking you them questions because I went ahead and bought the
Oh,
ribs,
okay.
but it keep
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
going
yeah.
way
You're right.
high
You're
on me.
right. Okay. I don't
It
know if
ain't
I ever had a situation where it adjusted. Like usually where I
yes.
set it, it stays.
Yeah, I'm
What
supposed
up,
to be at
Swaps?
225, 255. It's at damn 307.
All right, then let me go. Let's go ahead and drop the link, man. That way, if anybody want to hop in here, y'all already know what to do, man. It's your boy Everyday Killer like people I vote. And it's feeling like nostalgia, you know, the good old glory days. Come on up, bro, Swaps. Infamous. What can you do with an aluminum block? Like, I didn't like. I was just like, man, I just want to get this car running. Uh, like that was it for me. Like that. I had no dreams or no aspirations of doing nothing performance based. Like I said, just trying to get this thing rolling. You know what I'm saying? And memory of my mom just said, man, that's how. But you know, Infamous is always on some performance type stuff. Trying to go fast with that little carburetor.
Yeah, man, I apologize. I'm trying to manage this food. I don't know why it's
Uh,
running away.
all good, all good. I heard something dink, dink. Oh, coming to the stage.
What up,
Flops and
y'all?
stuff. What's up,
What,
brother?
man, over here.
Oh, I know they didn't see this coming on a Monday. I gonna be like, it's the reunion now on a Monday. Why didn't nobody say nothing?
Yeah, man.
How you been, man?
Shoot, living good. I'm good, man. I don't. I'm walking around here with my head cut off. Don't know what I'm looking for. A
It's,
flashlight.
What's
I
up,
think
Swaps?
What
that's
up with you, Brooks?
What's
I
going
think
on,
that's
man?
car guy. That's the car guy syndrome, bro. Like half of the time I'll be looking for something and then forget what I'll be looking for as I'm looking for
Man, and then the sad part is like right
it.
now, it ain't where it's supposed to be. Yeah,
Yep,
I wish I
that
could turn this
be
light on and show y'all what I'm working on over here, but somebody done
that be the
got me locked out. Oh, Brooks, what you doing, man? I heard something about what I say? So I heard something about a Saab and aluminum engine and all that.
Oh man, you know how we get stuff lined up way too far ahead. That's where I'm at. I need to finish this box Chevy first. Um,
Man, if I can find a flashlight, I'm ready to show y'all something way too far ahead. I don't know if I can find it.
but yeah, what you got going on?
Man, fiddling with her car. Um, and then my OBS I think is done.
Okay,
She's knocking real hard.
oh damn.
that's the green one that you just put the swap in.
The green one I just did the head gasket.
Oh yeah, we was talking about that. You did the head
Okay.
gasket a couple times on that one, right?
Yeah, because first it was just a regular 6 hole, and I put a cam in it, and then I said, well, I'm gonna put these three. What I put on there, 706 with some springs,
Uh-huh.
and it had 317, so I put them on, and somehow I done blew a head gasket or warped the head and everything else. So now uh, this little puppy likes to drain water outside the engine, inside the engine, inside the cylinder.
So it's like you
Yeah.
split the block.
Oh, but she still starts and run. I mean, she's hurt. She's hurt real bad. She's hurt
Yeah,
real bad.
I think when I was tuning in to YouTube here, there, and everywhere, I think you was running the hell out of that truck.
Oh yeah.
Out there doing
Not
the
only
most.
me, like you, man. She was doing
As,
it. She was doing it too.
as you should though. You know what I'm saying? That's what they made for. You know what I'm
So it's just all excuse for me to do some do my what I want to do, which is a turbo. I want to, I had one of these trucks once before, and it was a turbo 5.3 that I did, and I sold it, and I kind of kicked myself in the butt for doing that.
Was that the recipe or no?
So yes, the recipe,
I'll be listening to
Oh,
you. I'll be
but I
listening to
hope
you.
the recipe.
y'all. This is be the third door I went to, and I can't get in.
No more like doors. No more like doors.
I'm trying to, what I'm saying, I'm trying to get in. Every door is locked, and my keys are in the house. I'm just trying to get in and get some lights on so I can show y'all something.
They'll be out there showing out for your little friends.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to mute.
Yeah, man, I had to pull this chicken up out of here, bro. But we can get back to these cars, man. Yeah, you gonna see, man. We in a very similar space with these box Chevys. I'm glad you got oil
Uh,
pressure. I don't know what I'm gonna have, man. I have no idea. This whole engine, I've never seen it. I don't even think I put this one on my car with. I don't even think I put the carburetor on this one.
oh, really?
Yeah, usually I put
Oh
run it on the
yeah, because you
stand.
got the carburetor MSD box set up.
Yeah,
And see,
I'm not.
that was something I felt like I would kind of wish I had because I was like, look, how do I check the oil pressure before I put this whole goddamn motor in here? Or do I have to just put it in there, cross my fingers, that I ain't got to pull it back out
Well, I
type shit? You
remember
know what I
you
mean?
did do that one time, and you had the fire extinguisher.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. But see, I didn't have no
That was
way.
live. That was live too.
Yeah, there was no. I think when I was doing that, it was just to do it to see if it was gonna run. Like
Oh, you
even
wanted to
though
check
we
oil
started
pressure
it,
this time.
yeah, like this time, cause and like hindsight be a mud, cause in none of them other motors, like any motor that I've ever installed, I've never checked for oil pressure before I installed them. They just have it, you know.
Yeah.
They worked as they should. So this being the first time where I put the motor in there, it had trunk, it had run. Before installing the Dakota, I mean, I didn't know what the oil pressure was, but I mean, it was starting, it was running, it was driving, and it was moving under its own power. So thumbs up, we good, or so we thought, or so we thought. So, all right, so got the radiator back on, got the fans on.
Be right back, y'all.
All right.
That's one to show you, LS. Mm.
Let's bring it up on the big screen. Okay, now I've been seeing the intake and stuff. You know what I'm saying? For the videos. I'll be honest with you, I haven't really been watching YouTube like in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like I see, the videos go up, I go and I click the like and I support, but just as far as it being like we used to do, like I just watch YouTube more than I watch TV or Netflix or anything else. Yeah, I hadn't been there in a minute, so that's definitely something I'm get back to. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I miss it. You know how the community was. You know, everybody like tonight. You
Man,
know, it's a reunion, man. You know, shit. We got Infamous in here talking that carburetor crap. You know what I'm saying? We got California in here.
California, what's
Man,
up, brother?
Bush
Ain't seen him
slide
in a
through.
while. I
Boston
know he.
came through.
That's
Pryor came through.
Boston.
So like,
Okay.
it's yeah, man. Like, and the other day, do you know who popped up in when I did the pop up live?
I
Kawiki
did. I
did.
know Durbin come through.
Yeah, Durbin came through. Yeah, Kawiki did came through when I went live just yesterday, and I was like, wow, like bro, I haven't talked to you like in a while, but when I seen that
All right,
name, like it just took me back, like one of the OGs, been like that.
man, man. There we go. Flip his camera back around. Is there a way to see the chat? Okay, you can go to the chat, right? Comments.
It's a
There we
little
go.
different than it
Infamous
used to be on here.
California. Um, what we got? Boston Box. Shoot, Boston Box. I went out in Boston. I done went and went and had a shirt made with one of Boston Boxes. He made a comment in one of my videos, and I went and had a shirt made of it.
What did he say?
What was the shirt? What did he say?
It was talking about a couple that wrenches together stays together. So I was trying to, I
Oh,
went and had some shirts made, and I
yeah.
was trying to send him one. I don't know what happened, man. I'm gonna tell you what, Teespring is not very cool and kind to me.
Oh, is that the
Oh, the
YouTube shirt?
Teespring.
Yeah, I try to use
Y'all
Teespring
big
for my
content
shirts.
creators got those kind of privileges. You know, I'm a small creator. I don't got that kind of stuff. I
Hey
ain't got to
man,
worry
hey,
about
hey,
that.
hey, hey, look.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm a
look.
small creator.
I'm gonna give you. I'm going to give you a heartbreaking message right now. Right now. All right, check it.
uh,
This year, how many years you think I've been doing YouTube this year?
uh,
I know you've been doing it for at least 4.
4. I would say
10,
4.
man. 10.
Really?
Well, when did you lock in though? Like for real?
I was 4 years. So after I put up, you know what I'm saying? I put up 2 videos and I wouldn't put up nothing for another 6 to 8 months. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
then we did a push. We did a push to get you your 1,000.
Yes. So
I
that
do
was
remember that.
5. So it's been probably 6 years, I guess. Staying steady, 6 or 7 years. But
Okay.
as far as my first video going up was 10 years this year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's sad. Now, let's see, big content creator.
Hey, whoever the big content creator is the consistent creator. I have not been consistent.
Yeah,
I have
kind
Yeah,
not.
of
man, but they
my
they they
biggest
got you bad too, though, man. They did you bad.
Oh, they took
my
my whole
biggest
channel.
regret, but my
Yeah.
biggest regret was when I took that break. I feel like shit was
Mm,
Yeah,
never I feel like shit was never the same after that. Like,
yeah, it's like
man,
you
I'm
get jealous
trying to.
or
I might have
something.
to turn my. Yes, man, I think I'm shadow banned for some reason. I don't know if it's the name. I don't know what it is. Seems like sometimes.
Well, I know that we get motion when we collaborate. I noticed that. Like the whole team was getting motion at one point. And then whenever we would do those like campaigns
All
where
right, I
we go
turned the
live
Wi-Fi
for
off.
30 days or something straight, like we drop every single day, no ifs, ands, or buts, like
uh,
the needle would move a lot actually. But
Yeah.
it's
Well, I'll have
that's
a.
yeah.
I did a short last week. I had 400 views. Right. I go back and look
yeah.
at it. Maybe 30 minutes later, it's like 165 views.
Oh, they doing that.
Was that you and somebody the other
Yeah.
day that was in the live that was talking about that? Like
Yeah.
they was, yeah, removing the
Me and
views.
84 Cuddy.
Okay, yeah. That's what it was. And
Yeah.
that's crazy.
But here is a semi replacement. I don't know. I was wanting to show you Brooks, and I got a video I'm gonna drop on it. This thing is. I've never seen a motor this nasty. Never, never. I'm not joking. Let me let me flip the camera. But the nastiness is just exterior, though. You know, the motor is sound. The motor is sound, but I've sprayed it off. You see that look like a bunch of rocks right there? See the yoke on the dry share?
Yeah.
They come out of rock quarry truck. You couldn't even see the oil filter.
Oh.
I mean, it
Wow.
was bad.
Well, that must be a 60 HD truck.
6.0, yes, 3500 cab and chassis, man. I have never seen as many leaf springs on a truck a day in my life. I'm talking about it had a stack of 10 maybe.
Oh wow.
It was huge. 8 lug truck, uh 206,000, I think, on it.
Wow.
Yeah, but
And
I
it was
could,
just,
I've had, go ahead.
I don't know, I was just saying, so it's just like dirt from like the quarry or what?
Yeah, all rock and gravel and dust is just all accumulated sitting on top of the engine, on top of the transmission. I made a comment in the video. I was like, yeah, this thing's been fleet maintained. All the oil changes has been done. And then, and then you go look, you can't even see the oil filter. I say, never mind, maybe not.
Yeah. That oil holding it together.
He runs, man. I was, and with it being a rock core truck, this is all long stay in one place. All the miles maybe came from riding around in circles.
It's possible.
We
I mean, we
lost you
got a
for a
piece of
minute.
equipment at work that's never, my bad. We've got a piece of equipment at work that's never left work, never been off the property, and it's got 20,000 miles on it.
All idle miles.
And we don't have it's not a real, no, it drove in circles.
Oh.
The top speed, 6 mile an hour.
Round and round they go.
And you guys replace one tire a year.
No, nah, actually, we deal with a lot of nails and staples and stuff like that. So chances, and we
Uh,
make wire. So the little cuts from wires, if you cut them, sometimes they're just as long, or if not longer than a nail itself. It will get in your tire. So
Swatch,
anytime
you
that you
seen
go
Boss
outside
in the
and you look at
comments?
that top guy, let me go here. Go to the comments and see what he said.
I put it on the screen. He
I
said,
need your information so I can
yeah.
send you the plate. Okay, okay. Send me the plates. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but I tried to send him a shirt. Boston, I tried to send him a shirt, man. I don't know what happened. I got a new shirt vendor now. He done hooked me up with stickers. He done hooked me up with hats. And he don't live but maybe 10 minutes from me, so that's a plus.
Oh,
oh
yeah.
yeah, that's
Okay.
real nice. Go pick it up on the
Yeah,
way
yeah, yeah,
home.
yeah.
I'm very
It,
much about staying on the same route.
Yeah.
well, I got another guy that does my shirts, but he lives about an hour and something from me. And the original guy that did my screen printing for my original shirts, um, I don't know where he is anymore.
Oh wow.
Okay.
He was very fair on his prices and everything. He was very fair,
Yeah, screen printing is cool,
and the
man.
shirts didn't, yeah.
He said the mask tags. You got the Massachusetts?
Yeah, because I'm still rocking my
Oh, okay,
original
yes,
order.
yes, yes, yes. Yes, I appreciate. I got yours
Yep.
too. I got
Yeah,
yours.
I'm still rocking my
Boston,
original
I
one.
appreciate that, man. My bad. I don't mean to keep cutting you off,
No,
Brooks.
you're good. No, I'm just yeah. I still got the original swap. I think it's just swaps and stuff. The original.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna try to get some more, of the new ones out. Get them made and see what he says. See what he says on it, and then go from there.
Shoot.
We'll say hi.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Is that shot a do up?
That's Shorty Do Wop.
What's up?
LS said, "What's up?"
What up?
D Brooks said, "What's up?"
What up?
Hey, it was 3 years ago this month. We was down there. LS.
Where?
It was 3 years ago this month
What?
that we was down there at
Damn.
your. Yeah,
Dang, when was it that I came and seen you, LS? It was Whipfest, so it wasn't this
Maybe.
month.
I
But
think it was a year after swap time, if I'm not mistaken.
and
man, it's
then
been 4 years since I
Swap
came
sent me
up
out
your
there.
way. Yeah, it's been
Yep.
4 years, Brooks.
Boston Bot said, channel coming soon. You finna bless us with some content, Boston?
Brooks, you got any
Boston
old
said,
Ohio? Go ahead, my bad.
Boston said he's gonna pop out a show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. He's got a license plate. I collect license plates. So if any of y'all got some license plates, man, and y'all would like to send them to me, I would greatly appreciate it. I
I
would
gotta
like to
send
have
you
one from
some.
every
Yeah, I'm
50
about to
states.
send you some historicals from Ohio.
That's nice. I have to look and see what I got. I mean, there. I think I know I got. I know I got a gang of Texas on me. So I got. I don't know if they the like they not. I don't think that they're like older ones, but I got a couple.
It don't
I
matter,
have to look
man.
them
It
out.
just
Yeah,
long, say it's
long as
got
it
the
say the
state
state on
name
it.
on it. I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I got some somewhere.
It could
I
be
find
from
them and get them
87.
to
It
you.
don't matter to me. Just need a cow. I tried to get one. I tried to get at least one.
So, for fresh. For fresh.
Well, fellas, I gotta wrap
So
up,
what's the
man.
word on what you got going on, LS?
I gotta wrap up with y'all. I'll catch
So
y'all next time.
all right, brother.
All
Good
right,
to see you,
Brooks.
man. Good
Hey, send
catching
me
up.
an invite again though, because like I'm definitely gonna be popping back into this car community for sure.
Yo, you gotta get it. We gotta get it back up, man.
Yes,
The
maybe we can do one of them
OGs is back,
hurricanes or
baby.
something.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I was telling her, man. Like maybe later this year. Like right now, I just got a whole lot of stuff going on with the old lady. With my baby girl getting ready to graduate. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah.
with that and working everything, I know for sure that I'll definitely have more time. Probably like later this year.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, let's wrap, bro.
yes, sir.
All right, brother.
I
All
gotta
right,
go.
All
swap.
right, Brooks. All right, Brooks.
I know the book.
What you got going
So
on now? I see you got it
yeah, man.
running.
You know the yeah. So this is a totally different block. This is the aluminum block that I ran into like maybe last September or whatever. I've been rebuilding it, behind the scenes on the stand. Well, I think I've been posting videos. It's not
Hmm.
hasn't been consistent, so it feels like it hasn't been happening. But I look back today and the videos I had been documenting it, everything. But because it wasn't, I guess, like what I was used to, what I'm saying, it felt like I wasn't doing nothing at all. But yeah, so the one that we had rebuilt on the stand, replaced the one that was in the car with the low oil pressure. Come to find out after breaking down that motor, cam bearing spun, number four, I believe. So I can't even really pull the cam out right now. Not that I'm not focused on it right now because like I said, I got a whole nother block that I could do something with and whatever like that. So eventually I'll get to it and have to get that cam and replace the bearings and everything in that block. But um yeah, man, like this one we pretty much built from like literally, before that, the 6.0, we had it was came to us as a short block, from Outcast. Shout out to Outcast. So we would put a new oil pump, Thomas said, uh, put the heads on it, and that was like as far as we had ever gone as far as building an engine. Like this time it was a bare block with nothing but cam bearings in it with this aluminum block. And I mean, from the main bearings, rod bearings, piston rings, like I mean, everything was done right here in the garage. So to to do all of that, put it together, put it in the car, man, crank it over, have it run, and have oil pressure, man. Hey, yeah, it wasn't no better feeling. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm
Wasn't
talking
no
about.
better feeling. So yeah, right now just in the process of doing a little bit every night after work. Putting the accessories and stuff back on. I put the fans and the radiator. I put the radiator fans, put the alternator back on there or whatever. Probably would have got done more if I wasn't live, but like I said, it's good, catching up with everybody, man. Just let them know that, we back and we grinding and what I'm saying, it's up. So um so yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. Trying to like wrap this up so I can get this pulled out and then I don't know what's next. Only time will tell.
I can hear you and I can see you. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So whip fest bound, right?
That's the goal, man. That is the goal.
Yes,
Dolores
sir.
will Dolores will make that debut. Like I was really trying to push for it last year, and I mean it almost kind of crushed me. But like I said, before it was just the LS trifecta. You know what I'm saying? Just LS, LS, and LS. And
Mm-hmm.
after mom passed, like it, and I dedicated it to her. It had so much more meaning and stuff. So trying to get it to Whip Fest last year and to stumble up on that, like damn. But I ain't let it trip me up. I still went out there to the car show. And then immediately after I got back, we started busting it down, trying to figure out why no oil pressure. You know what I'm saying? I
Did
knew that
you
like,
ever figure oh, it was the cam bearings, wasn't it?
yeah, so it's the cam
Yeah.
bearings was the culprit, and that was probably the reason for that clattering sound. 'Cause like I said, like at idle, like it would be fine, but I mean it would be fine sounding. You know what I'm saying? But as you drive down the street, the oil pressure would build, and then I'm guessing that bearing was spun, and you could hear it. And that was it. That was that sound, and the oil pressure would drop, and then when it come back up. So, uh, yeah.
Yeah.
But like now, I feel like I have such a better understanding of how engines work. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yes, sir.
I, but I mean, I've literally built it from the ground up, where it wasn't nothing but a metal block and some bearings, some aluminum bearings. You know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
So,
about.
so having that better understanding, man, is knowledge under the belt. But I mean, for the most part, like a lot of what we do here, to only through sharing our knowledge, our experiences, and I mean just finding, getting interested in something enough, getting interested in something enough to the point where we gonna deep dive off into it and figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, random for example, when he did his turbo thing, you know what I'm saying? He seen you do it, the blueprint, it inspired, all of us. to try to push towards that turbo thing, whistle game. You know what I'm saying? And that was something that was real. None of us had ever did it before, other
Yes.
than you. So it's like, but just through that, man, just pushing us out of our comfort zone, expanding our knowledge, and putting another knocking our belt as car guys. Man.
Well, for the
Or I
sake
don't know if you would
of
say car guys. Like I feel like because I feel like car guys is such a loose term. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know what to call us, but it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody,
I'll say
eh,
DIY guy.
okay, DIY. Yeah, matter of fact, that was the name of the podcast. Three
Yes, it
DIY
was.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. So yeah, the DIY guys are where we out there and we turning on riches and making it happen. So it's different than having to go pay somebody or whatever because it comes with a level of competence that you have to have. Competence, common sense, a passion for it because I mean it ain't always easy. It can get frustrating, um, and things of that nature. But if you really want it, you know what I'm saying, like us DIY guys do, then you gonna make it happen.
Hey, I appreciate that, Boston bot. I just was able to go back and see that. Appreciate that. So you brought up the turbo. Um, I'm trying to do another. This is actually for my truck. Um, it's it's a very uncommon because I took a 6.0 and put LS1 heads on it. They don't know nobody really do
Uh,
that because why? The LS1 heads are not to be said to be the best.
uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But because I
Right.
have them and they've
Yeah.
already got
Make
springs
it
in them,
make it do what it do.
that's it. That's
So
it. That's it. Um,
not only are we DIY, we do this on a friendly budget too.
and that's man, that's it right there, And the thing is, they say a budget bill sometimes don't last. I mean, the one that was in my truck would last if I just left it alone. It's if you watch the opening video on my channel, my wife says he ain't gonna be happy till you blow this thing up. It's not that I want to. It's just
Right. But it
I
was
was
just
just
like, let me see what I can do. Like I feel like
to
I
see
can
what
get a
I
little
can do.
more out of it. Yeah, like
Uh, I put a
and
little
that's and
nitrous
that's
on it and went for what I know.
and that's the DIY in this. At the end of the
Oh yeah, definitely
day, we
DIY.
just we just do it all over again. Back to
Yes.
the back to the drawing board. Because
Back to the drawing
I'm looking
board.
at two engines over there. I know I got a whole nother block in the back of the C10 over here. So that's three LS engine blocks. Just sitting in the garage. I know I got two transmissions, 4L80s over there. They've been there for years. Eventually I'll do something with them.
Hey, you
Uh
hold on to it. Hold on in the best way you can, brother. 'Cause they not
so
getting any cheaper.
yeah,
They not.
I believe it.
Everybody wants the 80E because they're so robust. They're so strong.
Yo, so that's the for the most part, yeah, that's but I mean it didn't start like this, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't until, the confidence or the skills, the knowledge was gained to be able to even know what to do with this stuff, before
Right.
it started falling into our lap, so we started accumulating it. So
I went back and screen recorded. I'm gonna try to upload it again. I guess, from the start, my very first turbo build on my Mustang, and
what
the
up,
the
Loco?
struggles, the struggles. What up, loco? The struggles when I first started. You know what I mean? The car would barely even do a burnout. You know what I'm saying? And
Uh,
here I was thinking I was really doing something. To now, I feel like when I did that boosted box Chevy. I mean, that car. It about got somebody hurt a couple times because the individual that owns it never had a turbo car. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
I said, man, you're gonna just be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, got to be. Got to be.
So now I just want to stick to just regular degulas. If I'm gonna do one, I'm gonna do a regular degula. Keep it simple.
Uh-huh.
Keep it simple. Um, like I said, my wife's just a simple 5'3". You know what I'm saying? She wants loud pipes and loud music. She said, I want loud pipes and loud music. So we're gonna try to make that happen
Right.
on
So they
her
can
on
hear
her box.
so they can hear me before they see me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. And then
I can dig it.
and my box is just a 305. I'm not doing anything. It drives so good, man. I got the transmissions out. But it drives so good that I don't want to swap.
Ah,
You know, if it was dead and done and needed some help, I would do it. Not only that, it's a TDI car. It's already fuel injected. So that's another reason why I'm like, I just leave it alone.
right, right.
You know,
Like
I'm not
a
out
break
here.
don't fix the type of thing.
Right, I'm not out here trying to do too much other than get to point A to point B. So it's a full top. Hers is a quarter top. And then, of course, that other video I dropped, I got a ball head, and then my brother's got a ball head. But the other ball head I got, it's a small block Chevy car, carbureted, all that good stuff.
That's
Little 406 with a 700R.
okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
So I don't know. I haven't even done anything with it as far as going out and trying to make content with it, other than every time I go, I don't have an extra battery with me. It's got a yellow top in it, and it's dead, dead. You know how they get.
Right. Mm.
But yes, sir. So I got some content here, but it's probably just the same thing that everybody's seen. I'm just turbos and LS and changing heads and changing springs and fuel pumps and that kind of stuff. For the most part, I don't see it being not much of what I do is any different.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like it's you continue to put the comments or the content out there, but there's somebody that'll come across some videos, man, and that's never seen you before. You know what I'm saying? And it's that one video where you just doing what's regular to you, regular to me, regular to your original, your current audience that may come across, some young kids page, for the first time. You know what I'm saying? So I say that just to say, man, keep doing what you love. You know what I'm saying? I know it's however many hundreds of people that out here doing LS swabs and whatever, and people have told me all the time where, well, LS, you need to do something different, like go LS swap a Crown Vic. I don't want to do that. Like, I have no desire to do that. Like, if I wanted to, then yeah. But like just to do it, just to say I did it, like, or to be chasing the views, man, like it ain't that. Or chasing the subscribers, and that's what I was telling them the other day, man. I feel like back then, like I just got so wrapped up in the trying to chase 10,000 and everything like that. Not necessarily doing anything different, but just as far as dropping the content. So now it's just like, man, as I do it, just what I love to do and gonna continue to do on or off camera. Because I mean that's how it was happening. Even before I even started YouTube or really started taking it serious, I was still turning wrenches. You know what I'm saying? The only
Right.
thing the only thing that's different is, I always started sharing it with the world, and then that's the way and then gain the audience. You know what I'm saying? So if nothing else, man, like if it ain't about the money or the subscriber counts. You know what I mean? It's the relationships, man, that I done made with a lot of you guys, man. You know,
Yeah,
like I said, when we hop in these lives, man, it's like family, you know what I'm saying? And we do it so much and just supporting each other and doing the same thing. And for me now, maybe, with my perspective or whatever changing since my mom passed, like that's what it's about, man. Like the people the impact that you make on the people that you do, you know what I'm saying? Versus how many I can reach.
yeah,
So
yeah. I want to see. I want to hit that 5K. I'm not.
yeah,
Am I chasing it? Yes and no. Yes and no. Do I share across all platforms? No, I don't. They
yeah,
say share across all social media platforms, but I don't. You know what I mean? I said I'm gonna just let YouTube do what it do, but every now and then I'll put something on TikTok
right. And
and Instagram. I don't do much of that at all.
well, TikTok got like TikTok. They don't know if they're gonna be here or not. So like I think I like their little editing thing where I could just auto choose a couple videos, auto cut them, and throw them together, and I'll take that video and I'll put it everywhere. But as far as like just constructive content for everywhere, like you said, I want to I still want to get to 10. Eventually it'll happen. But at the same time, I'm chasing, like you said, chasing it, but not chasing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I want it further in my cap, but it is what it is type deal.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shoot, man. Well, you'll get there. You'll get there. It's definitely you're not very far from it. You're definitely not very far from it, man. I see a lot of growth in newer channels that grows pretty quick, and that's great. You know what I'm saying? That's real great. That's good. That's good. And not only that, it's I feel like younger. I feel like there's a younger generation of people also that's
Yeah,
doing the.
that's yeah, because as oh, Samario's birthday logo. Yeah, because it's the different, as more people, jump into it, man. Like so, like this year, like my nephew and my daughter are graduating. You know what I'm saying? So like my nephew, so now he's driving. So this it's a whole nother generation that's getting in the car. That may or may not have been watching back then.
Hmm.
Um, or maybe just just a little bit like oh because Uncle Jody got a channel or whatever. But like now they might them or their friends may like naturally like run into it. And like I said, you never know. Um,
Yeah.
like who would be impacted? I mean to be like me. So like I turned 40 this year. Um, I didn't get into cars, man, until 2000. Like actually wrenching, turning the wrenches until 2010.
Hmm.
I was stationed in Oklahoma at the time, so it was right before that. Like it was hell. I was buying rims that I thought was universal. Yeah, buying rims that somebody sold me that said that was universal, and then I had to
Yeah.
turn around and buy a captive. So I was
Yeah.
real green to it before then. But like I said, 2010 when I was stationed in Oklahoma. Well, I got stationed in Oklahoma like '08. I was saying so from like '08 to 10 is when I really like discovered it. You know what I'm saying? And then when I came back from Korea, so I went to Korea and 10, spent 11 there, and came back at the end of 11, and then beginning of 12, I was here in Texas. So from there, like, that's when it was up. That's when I started, buying cars and tinkering with them and pulling shit apart and swapping engines on my own. And I had went and bought a Honda. You know what I'm saying? Needed a motor allegedly or whatever. So I drove to Austin, bought a motor, came, brought it back. Swapped the motor right there in my driveway, and this was all before I was on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
And and
or
and, and
or
you was
or I
using them
might have been
hand
on
tools.
it,
You was
right?
using them
Using
hand
hand
tools
tools
too, wasn't you?
like a like a Neanderthal.
Yeah. I remember those days, man. Ratchet and wrenches. It wasn't
Yeah,
if you had any kind of power tool, it was an impact and it was a air impact or maybe an
yo.
air ratchet. But the thing is, not everybody had them. That's something I didn't have.
Uh, Matter of fact, the other day I was chasing the boat hose before I put the brackets and the water pump and stuff on, and I was using like a regular ratchet. I was like, hold on, let me get my damn, let me get my damn battery powered ratchet. What am I doing?
Yes,
Well, you save so much time, man. It's crazy.
yes,
But yeah,
yes. They have a impact rack. Milwaukee has an impact rack.
the impact
I
ratchet.
Yes, man, I want that thing so bad.
I'm gonna have to go
It
check
hit,
that out.
yeah, man. A lot of we use a lot of Milwaukee stuff at work, so I get a chance to. I'm like, okay, I like this, I like that. I mean, they got Milwaukee got a little bit of everything,
He said
everything.
R.I.P. Alex Seville. Oh yeah, that Seville was. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just like it was a lot of rust on it, and like to get a whole nother donor car and some other stuff, and like that was just it was yeah, it wasn't going too deep. I mean, the Cutlass came out the deal, so hey, hey, it was a win to me, baby. Badass yellow boy was born.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hopefully, I'm waiting on some fittings for this for my fuel system. So hopefully
I
by
love it.
Friday, I'm hoping by Friday I'll be able to turn this one over.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're the car show here local. Rabbit Fest they happen every year in Copper Stove. And I mean I should be able to have it together. Like I said, getting out here, hour, couple hours a night after work, you know what I'm saying, just consistently doing it, and I should be able to have but I mean for the most part, I mean this is it. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta put the transmission up behind it, fill it back up with all the fluids and everything. And I mean she should be able to be ready to come on up out of here. But
What I'm talking about. You still riding? You still got the swingers on, the wires?
Well, no, so I had put the stocks back on it because the tires was bad on the swinging. So
Okay,
eventually, I'm gonna
okay.
get some more tires or get some good tires to put on there. Everybody said, "Oh, put Bose." I'm like, "Y'all buy me some Bose because Bose tire." Like for as much as I probably would, it's not like I would daily drive this thing. You know what I'm saying? So to spend whatever ungodly amount of money on Bose, you know what I'm saying, $2,000-3,000 on some goddamn tires for a car that ain't even like may get pulled out. Like if I was
Right,
consistent, even if I was to just pull it out every Sunday, it's not even 52 of those. You know what I mean? It's
right.
52 weeks, but I don't think it's 52 Sundays. So like, I mean, I'm gonna just put some more, black wall tires on there and go from there.
Right out.
It'll make it my
Sir, yes,
own.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Don't get
sir.
me
And
wrong,
man,
yeah, the mustard and the mayonnaise, it looks
it's
good. It
nice.
makes yeah, but I mean, most people that just run mustard and mayonnaise, they ain't got goddamn a far line at their house either. So I'm saying I got two box Chevys, one C10, a Cutlass, a Harley. No, there ain't
You
no Bose
blessed,
over here
brother.
for
You
me.
blessed. You blessed. You blessed, man, to be able to have it. You know what I'm saying? And, growing
Uh,
up as a kid, did you imagine that you would have that that many cars?
I don't know. it was probably when I was in the army when I was stationed in Oklahoma, man. Well, not Oklahoma. When I was stationed in Georgia, when I got put on the Pastor Troy. The Pastor Troy got a song called Riding B. And the beginning of that song started out
Yep.
the hardest decision or or he say the hardest decision I gotta make is which car I'm gonna take when I skate. I'm riding big.
Mhm.
And he opened the song saying the hardest he was like, I'm spending 30 minutes trying to find out which car match my outfit. You know what I'm saying? So I think from there that shit created a little mini monster because
Yeah.
just to want to have the options and then just so many good classic cars, man. Like I had made a little list about like 10 old school that like I don't have, because I mean these are all classic, the Priest classic, the C10 square body, that Cutlass, all very, high commodity type shit. So
Yeah.
I mean, but I was still able to comprise a list of 10 more that I would have if I could. I think it was an El Camino, a Blazer, S10 Blazer. So, it's different stuff that, I mean, when you're a car guy, you're a car guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So, and
There's only
now that you have the capability or the ability to be able to, take these cars and put them on the road, take them from a field. You know what I'm saying? Take them from a field
yeah.
non running. Hell, might not even have a drive train in them at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And take them from that and put them on the street. Come on, man. Like, I could do like I don't have to worry about a labor bill. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to worry about nobody busting my head about it, and I can still have my dream cars, so to speak. So
Milwaukee Ratchet. Milwaukee Wrench. Is that what they call it? A Milwaukee Wrench? I guess
then
that's
like I
what they
said,
call it.
I didn't need a song.
Uh,
I just have a problem. I don't know. Like I feel like I feel like potentially like even without the song, after I learned how to tinker on the cars, like I probably still would have maybe eventually got down that road. You know what I'm saying? Now, had I never learned to work on cars, it probably wouldn't have happened. But
I heard that.
once I on-
I,
once I found out that I was mechanically inclined, oh yeah,
My
it was
thing
a
is,
wrap.
I'm trying to downsize. You know what I mean? I got a couple that I want to get rid of. I put the Blazer up on Facebook for sale. I've
What
got a couple
blazer?
hit. I got a
You put your
'93
blazer?
'93 full size Blazer,
Uh huh. The
manual,
two,
factory manual, 5 speed.
the two. It's a 2 day.
Yes.
Oh no. You
Yeah.
lucky. You lucky. I don't need no
I
more
wanted,
cars.
I was trying to get rid of it, and I got a couple offers, and basically some low balls in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man, you gotta do better than that
They,
because this is a
they,
5 speed manual
they
350
good for
that
that.
they didn't make very many of, man. And this thing
Yeah.
runs, air conditioner works. It's not pretty, but the air
I don't
conditioner works, heat works.
thank you, Loco. I don't feel so bad no more. I thought I had a problem until I met Loco.
He-
I thought I
yeah,
had a
yeah,
problem
yeah.
until I met Loco. Loco got 12 goddamn cars. Like
Uh,
I am okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Me and her, between the both of us, we probably got that many. I don't know.
How do you pick which child to abandon? I don't know, man. Like I was telling somebody the other day, man, like I had a long bed C10, I had bought it or traded it for a motorcycle, like my 600 motorcycle. And like, I mean, it was a beautiful truck, man, but I didn't know nothing about LX swaps back then and ended up getting rid of it. Like, but the attachment wasn't there, you know.
Yes.
But like now, I done built with these hands, I done built all these. So I don't think that I will let any of my babies go.
Shoot, I
Yeah,
had that
it's
81.
a different type of attachment
I had that 81
versus
short wheelbase. I let it go.
that built versus box. I mean, the only time I guess like now, if you need to like make a move to get something else that you want, then yeah. Because I had a third gen Camaro before I got that 73 Chevelle. And the motivation was like, as much as I wanted that Camaro, that 73 Malibu, I had never seen Chevelle Malibu. I had never seen one before. And I was like, when I pull out, I want to be different. You know what I'm saying? So
Gotcha.
when I pull up, when I'm going down the street, and it's not like, oh, there go another third gen Camaro. You know, it's like, ooh, what is that? Because when I seen it, I kind of said the same thing. Ooh, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So that was the appeal that I was going for. But now hindsight, I mean, I kind of hate I let that damn Camaro go too. But now they hot.
They hot. Yeah. It's
Uh,
a it's a
and that's what
it's an
I'm
era.
saying. Like the list, like I need to. I may eventually have 12. I don't know where I put them all, but whether the will or the way.
There's one more that I'd like to have, maybe two. I want a dump, and I want
Mm-hmm.
possibly some type of wagon.
Oh,
That'd be. I think that's probably about it for me. I mean, there's others that I would like to build as far as now. These are rat rod type stuff. You know what I mean? I like. I want a what is that thing called? A cab over. COE cab over engine
oh
truck
yeah.
that I would love to build. And have a wedge bed on it, and haul around a piece of junk on there. All around a piece of junk. That's something that I would definitely have to have more space for, and um somewhere to actually work on it at. Out here in my driveway ain't gonna get it. Ain't gonna get it.
Cause what's that show that called Gotham Garage? But yeah,
Yeah,
that he did a COE, and that was nice. I didn't know nothing about him prior to that, but I mean, like he was saying, pulling up on your COE that you custom built with something that you custom built on the back. Like, I mean, that's just
yes,
that's
yeah,
nice, different.
different. That's it.
Yes.
Something different. Something different. It don't have to be with the glitz and the glamour, man. There's a guy building, what is that? I think it's called Rustomon. Rustomon. He
Uh-huh.
built a C30, big C30, and put it on a truck frame, uh, Chevrolet truck frame. And this thing looks good, man. It looks good, but you have to kind of like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because if not,
Right.
it just looked like it just looked like a truck that somebody put together. But he's got all the amenities of a 2002, 2003 Chevrolet. But it looks like a 1960 something truck.
Yeah. Still.
That's I like the ease of the LS swap because of that.
Yeah. My phone ready? I'm gonna get this
Gotta
little.
pick all the tools up. Working outside, you can't leave your tools outside. Can't leave your tools. Gotta pick them up, baby.
But yeah, I'm gonna hop out here, so I'm gonna go
That's
eat and stuff, man. But man, it's good to be back on here, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing this a little bit more often. Like I said, couple hours here, couple hours there, or hour here, hour there. But just getting back to it, man, and doing what we love. What we. I mean, we never stop doing what we love, but
right.
getting back to the community part of it. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So
sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate it though. Letting me on, man. Everybody in the chat, appreciate you hollering at me. Happy early birthday, Cat Loco.
Look, just in case you forget that text tomorrow. Happy early birthday.
So just in case I'm like, they gonna let me give you. Oh, come on, y'all. But yeah, man. I'm gonna jump off here. My phone's about to die anyway, man.
All right, man. I'll catch you later.
All right, later.
All right, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. I'm gonna go eat, wrap up my evening, man. We made a little bit of progress. We got the radiator in, fans in, alternator on. Um, I'll probably finish and go ahead and put this compressor on tonight, and then that way, the next thing I gotta do will pretty much be drive train, so I can put the transmission back up there behind, get the transmission both